guys, so the first thing I'm going to do, I already prepped my skin with like moisturizer and eye cream and all that. So I'm gonna go in straight with foundation, and I usually use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, which is my favorite of all time. I use the shade 4.5 in this, but I've been needing a lot more coverage lately. I've been kind of like getting breakouts, and I have scars from like cold sores and things like that. So I just want a little more coverage. So I'm gonna go in with the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. I kind of bounce back and forth between these two as like my go-to foundations. This one just has like a little bit more coverage and a little bit more staying power. So I use the shade Light in this. Just going to lightly dab. And I'm gonna go ahead with a damp beauty blender and just blend all of that out. My chin has been especially bad lately. Step 4, under eye concealer, I'm using the Giorgio Armani Luminous, I think it's the Luminous Silk Concealer. I have been really liking this, although it took me a while to figure out what color and what shade I wanted. There's a lot of shades, and I was kind of in between a couple, but I ended up with shade 4. It's a little bit lighter, but not too light, and I love the consistency of this. This is like a newer product for me, but I've been kind of testing it out here the past couple months, and I really like it. It's a very lightweight concealer, has decent coverage, and it doesn't like settle or like feel really dry. So I really like it. All right, next up, I'm gonna go in with this Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. I'm in the shade Fair Medium. And I'm just gonna kind of dot this all over as well. I love this product. I know there's like so many, I'm gonna go into here too. There's so many different kinds of these out there right now, but I've just always used this one and I love it. So I'm just blending out with this kind of angled fluffy brush. So you can see it looks very intense when you put it on, but it blends out so nicely. All right, next up is the Merit Flush Balm in Beverly Hills, which is like, I'm like getting low on this, you guys. I'm finally getting low. I have not used this product for like an entire year. I'm obsessed. This color is like perfection. If there is like one kind of creamy blush to try out there, it is the Merit one. It is so good. I actually kind of want to try some other colors. They've come out with some new colors, but Beverly Hills is like the perfect kind of rosy tone. Now that I have all my cream products on, I'm going to go in with some powder. This is the Loose Translucent Loose Setting Powder in the Glow version by Laura Mercier. So I'm going to go ahead, just take a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to kind of press it into my skin. And then kind of buff it in. And then under my eyes, I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier, what is this, Secret Brightening Under Eye Powder. I love this as well. I like her powders because they're very, obviously they're very fine, but they don't take away from like all the cream products. Like this glowy powder doesn't make me look cakey or like look like I'm wearing powder. But it helps all those cream products to just kind of set and stay all day and not slide off my face. Now that I have my face set, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of powder bronzer here from Hourglass. This is the ambient lighting, I don't know, bronzer. And next up, this is an Hourglass palette. I got this years ago. It is my favorite, and I say this every time. This blush right here, I wish they would come out with a like individual of, but it's only in this palette. So I actually have a backup palette because I love that blush so much. I also really love this highlight, so I'm going to use that. I think this one, it is the Metallic Strobe Powder and Champagne Strobe Light. I think that one comes in an individual. It's really pretty. Next up for my eyes, I'm going to start off with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, just to kind of prime my eyelids here. This is the anti-aging one. I have used this for like, I don't even know, years and years, and I love it. It just helps my eyeshadow not to crease throughout the day, whether I'm using a cream product or a powder. Okay, and next up, I am so excited. I have a new product that I have been wearing by Merit, and it is one of their new solo shadows. So it's a cream eyeshadow, and this is the shade Vachetta. I am obsessed with this eyeshadow. You can also get the Merit brush with it, which is like the best brush as well. It's like a kind of round dome-ish brush, which is perfect for going on the lid, and then this very, very fine kind of rounded under eye, so you can really get on the under eye area too. This shade is so beautiful. I'm actually gonna layer some powder shadow over top of this today, just because I need my makeup to really last. But on days where I don't wear like a ton of makeup on the everyday, I actually just put this on, and it is so amazing. I am obsessed with this. So I'm just gonna tap my brush into the shadow here, and then you simply just brush on. It is so pretty. I love this color. This is probably, I think they have a ton of colors in this as well, but this color is like the perfect kind of warm neutral color. So if you like warm eyeshadows like this, you'll love this one. It is so pretty. Just wanted to share what it looks like alone. It is very subtle. It is very, very blendable, but also kind of dries down really quickly, and it doesn't feel really thick. It's a very thin formula, kind of like the Flush Balm, how it feels very thin on and it feels like super lightweight. That's kind of how the eyeshadow feels. It doesn't feel really heavy on your eyes, and it does not crease. So I am obsessed with this. Like I said, everyday eyeshadow, I just throw this on and that's all I do, and then put some mascara on. It is so good. So I highly, highly suggest these. I'm super impressed. Between the Flush Balm from Merit and this shadow, they're awesome. I'm really impressed. All right, I'm also gonna go into my Tartelette palette. This is the Tartelette in Bloom, and I clearly am ready for a new one. I'm actually gonna wait for like a sale or something and grab a new one. I'm gonna grab this shade Smarty Pants right here, which I'm like about out of, and I'm just going to kind of layer over that Vachetta color very lightly. I'm also gonna take a little bit of this Pinky Sweetheart shade and Jet Setter and just kind of layer it on top. This is what I kind of do for when I do eyeshadow. Sorry, a powder eyeshadow. I'm gonna smudge a little bit of all those eyeshadows on my under eye or lash line there. Always helps a little bit. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use this Charmer shade under my brow bone right here. It's a really pretty matte creamy color. I'm gonna go in with my favorite eyeliner. This is from Rare Beauty. It is the Perfect Strokes Matte Liquid Liner. I've used this for years. Brows, I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium brown. I'm just gonna fluff them up. And then I just kind of fill in a little bit. I don't go crazy. I don't draw out my brows. I just kind of flick in some sparse spots here and then fluff it out and call it a day. I'm gonna seal those babies down with some clear brow gel. Lashes, I've actually been using some different mascaras. I'm still using my Dior lash primer, which I always use. And then I've been kind of layering these two. This is from Hourglass. It is the Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. I really like it. The Lancome Monsieur Big or whatever, that is my all-time favorite mascara. but this is pretty good too. And then the Tartelette Tubing Mascara. This one gives pretty much just length. I don't find that it gives too much volume, so I like to layer it with other mascaras. This one kind of gives a length and volume. Lips, I'm gonna go in with the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm in Vanilla Beige. This is what I wear in the everyday. I'm not gonna put on any lipstick today. Just a little bit of this. My lips have been very dry since recovering from cold sores. So that is it for like my everyday makeup. I'm sorry about some of the lighting in here. Hopefully it's okay. And all the noise because our neighbors are getting a new patio. So if you hear some like construction, I apologize. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll have everything linked down below and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.